This podcast is produced by the Harwood Productions Podcast Network. To learn more about the network and to find more of our shows, visit us online at www.harwoodpodcast.com.
Hi, I'm Cindy Harris. In this episode, I'm going to show you a really refreshing pomegranate sorbet. This sorbet is really refreshing, made just with pomegranate juice, a little bit of sugar, and some fresh lemon juice. It would be a wonderful sorbet to serve either in between courses or at the end of a meal. Now, to make this sorbet, you need to get 3 cups of pomegranate juice. Now, I find the easiest way is to just buy it. And most grocery stores are carrying it these days because it's such a healthy juice full of lots of antioxidants. So in my large measuring cup, I'm going to measure out 3 cups of pomegranate juice. Now, pomegranates have sort of a tart taste to them, so we are going to add a little bit of sugar. So I'm going to add 3/4 of a cup. And I really want to make sure and get that really well dissolved. Now, we don't cook this sorbet like we do some of our other ice creams. So that's why it's really important to take a few minutes and get that sugar dissolved. Because if the sugar isn't dissolved when you put it in your ice cream freezer, the sugar crystals are going to stay in the sorbet and it won't be as smooth as it's supposed to be. Now, to give this sorbet just that extra bit of fresh flavor, I've gotten a lemon off my tree in the backyard, and I'm going to measure out 2 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice. Now, once the sugar's dissolved and the lemon juice is mixed in, we're going to go ahead and freeze this sorbet. So I've got my chilled bowl out of the freezer. I'm going to put in the dasher, put the lid on, and I'm going to get the machine running. Then I'm just going to take the pomegranate sorbet mixture and pour it right in the top. It's the most beautiful red color. Now, this is going to take about 20 minutes to freeze up. The sorbet is frozen up really nicely, but we have to harden it off in the freezer for a couple of hours so that we can scoop it when we serve it. So what I have here is a freezer container, and I'm going to take the sorbet and I'm going to carefully spoon it in here. Now, the reason I say carefully is, you may or may not know this, but pomegranates really stain. That's why I'm even using a black cutting board. So what I'll do is I'll carefully spoon this out into my freezer container, put the lid on it, and pop it in the freezer for a couple of hours to let it harden off. The sorbet has been in the freezer for a couple of hours. That's been just enough time to make it hard enough to scoop. And look what a beautiful color that is. Unbelievable. Well, if you'd like to try this pomegranate sorbet at home, just go to our website and go to the Sundaes with Cindy show notes, and I'll have the recipe there for you. And as always, if you have any questions, please send me an email. I'll see you next time.